Cleo, when I swing from here over to there, I'm just going to swing on the cable. It's pretty secure up top, but one thing is I'm not going to need the ladder over this side anymore. So if you can then move the ladder over to there, so I can climb down again.
Yeah, all right. I see what you're trying to do here. I see it, but...
All right, so...
All right, I'm moving the ladder.
Here we go.
Oh, well, hell.
Hang on.
You all right?
Yes,
I mean, you don't look all right.
Somebody maybe can just poke me a little bit further so I can get my footing.
You don't want help, you just want...
Somebody got a long stick, just to shove me a little bit further.
All right, that's what you asked for, don't... All right.
Okay, all right. Everybody stay calm, because I have this under control.
I don't think he does.
Now, Z, can you see the monitors?
Look at that.
Yeah, I can see the monitors, Boris, but... Boris, we never checked to see if that was fastened in the first place. You just jumped straight into there. We said, we'll check to see if it's fastened. You just jumped right in there.
You just jumped right in there.
Oh, well.
You did.
We can't spend the entire day planning, V. We have at certain points somebody has to take some direct action.
Right, okay, well, take some direct action against this. I'll turn the next bit on.
Alright. If I plug this in here, as you are watching the monitors, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Boris, we're watching you.
You done yet?
Okay, you have to screw it in the right way, so...
I thought we was taking direct action and not planning so much.
Cleo, how many Borises does it take to plug in a thingamawatsit?
I mean, a couple more than we got, apparently.
Yes.
I mean, bless your heart.
More than one Boris.
Warren, slap out. Boris,
okay,
you done yet?
How does that look?
What is that?
What are we looking for exactly, Boris?
Well, can you see through the cameras at the front door?
I don't think it's right.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that there's someone standing at the front door.
And there shouldn't be.
What?
So maybe you need to plug that in again, Boris.
Hang on, let me just suggest this then.
Turn it on and off again.
Look, Boris, you're just zooming in on them. They're just standing there and they look pensive.
Boris, I think it's broken.
Let me come down and have a look.
I think it's broken.
Boris, this is what happens when you always measure twice, cut once. Or measure 3 times.
Yeah.
Measure 4 times.
We didn't even measure.
But that is the view out front.
What are you saying, Boris? We've just got someone standing at our gate all the time?
No, I think there's just someone there right now.
But what are they doing there, Boris?
What?
How'd they figure out where we are? Trevor, is that you?
No, that's not me. I think there's somebody at the door, Z.
Oh, bloody heck.
Hang on, I better turn on the defenses.
Hello and welcome everybody to a further evolution along that chain of events that we sometimes call the Backwater Bastards
In space.
I actually coughed during that.
Great voice acting.
I'm the Dungeon Master, and with me today, as always, the rambunctious, the rapscallion, the
Ravioli.
It's Daniel, aka Dr. Z, the psychic jellyfish.
Oh, hello. And much like a ravioli, I will separate at the seams if boiled for too long.
Whoa.
And additionally, the cartographic.
Yes.
The cardigan wearing.
Sometimes.
The carnivorous. It's Taylor, aka Cleo, DeCap, the explosives wielding bear.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, that's me. I'm the reason that they made gain knobs be able to turn down. And
I love that.
that's
Funny
why
and
I'm here,
true.
baby.
And joining us as always, it is the abscess, the boil, the pustule, the canker, the lesion, and the peptic ulcer. It is DM Dynamite.
Oh, that was interesting.
Because you're full of the good stuff, baby.
You got the juice.
He's got the juice. I can tell you all about it. We too have been affected by the corn.
Oh, we're
song.
young.
Yeah, we are.
We're youthful.
What, you think it's young people that watch those sorts of videos? No.
Thanks, Dick.
Oh, Dick. God
Shit.
damn it, Dick. Just
God damn it.
fucking hell.
They're too busy. They're too busy
Don't
getting
explain
into
it.
shit that we don't know about.
No, no,
Don't
no.
explain it. You didn't
Look,
need to
you've
go
already
further.
done the cut.
You've already
You've
done
already
the
done
damage.
the incision. Please.
Okay? Stop.
He's gonna.
So how are
he's-
you guys doing anyway?
I
bad
just
now.
want this move on.
I'm doing great. Listen, because you know what? We have
We're
a
old.
new house.
I can't stop thinking about it now.
No,
We've got
we're
a
not
house.
old,
Yeah,
Dan.
of course
Stop.
we're old.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not. We're
Okay.
young, and the past couple of years don't count because COVID ruined our ability to celebrate our birthdays. So those years don't count.
Okay, good.
Set back the clock, like, what has it been, like 15 years?
Yeah, something
So
like
I
that.
can just keep using photos from the start of COVID, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
and
cool.
beyond,
Yeah, good.
because
And
who can
beyond.
tell? Once you hit 18, you look the same forever.
I mean,
But-
it's not lying if it's not on a dating app.
Okay, there we go. DM Dig Magic. You've heard it first.
That's deep.
No one cares.
That's actually true. I don't think I've updated my Facebook or LinkedIn
I
profile
thought you were about
picture
to be
for
like,
a
I
long
haven't
time.
updated my dating app in a long time, and I was like, oh.
Oh, that too, but for much happier reasons.
Wow. Samesies.
Same
Anyway.
seas. We're also happy.
Let's jump in on this, hey?
Now
get
I use
into it.
stuff where I don't put a face pit. Anyway,
It's time to Backwater and Bastard.
I'm done. I won't do that again.
Oh,
The
where are
bastards
you
went
taking us?
shopping. The
Yes, we
bastards
went
Oh
shopping.
my god, we get to go shopping again?
We going shopping?
Again?
Not yet.
Oh.
You've just been.
Okay.
I suppose we need to do another boss fight or something.
Bastards went shopping and they've picked up a whole bunch of DIY gear, homewares, and they've spent the last few days just DIYing, just decorating,
Oh
just
my
laying
god, live,
things
laugh,
out.
love.
So, Cleo's laid out a whole bunch of astroturf and carefully positioned garden gomes in places she
Oh,
knows
it's
will
brilliant.
annoy
It looks
Trevor the
gorgeous.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Trevor, for his part, is set up an entire sort of workshop of
Sorry, but I just love the idea
homespun
that
hipster
every
appliances.
camera that is security related that looks out over our base or beyond the walls. I love that there's a garden gnome in every shot, like kind of perfectly in frame. No matter which camera you're looking at, it's just a garden gnome, like
Keeping an eye out.
exactly.
Well, speaking of, Boris, of course, has been relegated primarily to installing security.
Ooh, yes.
He's put security cameras in everywhere. He's put sensors. He's also gone up there and he's rigged lighting, so you don't have to rely on the ship anymore to light the space. You've got some nice big spotlights from up the top of the station.
Beautiful.
Agile and slightly by the seat of his pants, he's been getting around up there installing power to get things going. He's, of course, installed the great tall doors with the ornate hats with spikes upon spikes on
wizard
their
doors?
spiky ears, the shiny, glittery purple metal with all the glowing stars with their own power source, stars and moons. The cats, of course, open their mouths and yowl, and their teeth and claws extend. And little pipes that spray grey water pop out.
For now. For now,
Reminiscent
we'll
of
get
being
guns.
of guns, but it's it's a basic security feature.
Look, it's a temporary placeholder. That is brilliant, though. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, furnishings, decorations, have been all sort of laid out to the point where the place is quite homely now. But that's the least of your concerns, because upon applying the final touches to the security system and firing up the monitors, it seems like there's somebody, and who knows how long they've been standing there, at your front door, and nobody's supposed to know where you live.
Yeah.
So in the monitors, you see a very tall, willowy wraith. Her skin is a very dark purple. She just has 2 arms and 2 legs, no additional limbs, and is wearing just a long, flowy garment that sort of flares out at the bottom, probably to allow her sort of long insectoid legs to sort of stroll along. And she's sort of very patiently standing back and looking up towards probably where the cats are, having just knocked on your front door.
And so, Boris, who the heck is that?
Well, I didn't invite anybody. You told me it had to be secret where we live.
Yes, I said Super Squirrel.
Yes,
And-
Trevor's got the key for my mouse.
Trevor, who is that?
First of all, I never agreed to take any key, but I also never told Boris he could tell anybody, and I certainly haven't told anyone.
I didn't. I don't really have anybody to talk to outside of here.
But that's not entirely true, Cleo. You're friends with Keen?
Yeah, I guess, but like we don't like meet up. We don't meet up. I don't.
Well, I mean, look, Trevor, of course they don't meet up. No one's going to be meeting up without, the jelly. I mean, it would be a bit weird.
I mean, we don't.
Well, then who have you told, Z?
Yeah, Z, you told somebody
Right.
about our house?
No, I mean, I've been here. I've been in the shower singing. I mean, I sing quite loudly. If that's going to be anything, I do happen to enjoy myself in the shower singing to myself. Maybe someone's listened in. I mean, I've always imagined that someone at some point would hear me singing and come along and say, hey, oh, you're that person singing in the shower. We've actually been looking for you for a long time. We'd like you to come onto our radio show and sing for us. And so maybe, you know what, actually that's probably what's happened right here. Let me just, I've got this, don't worry about it. It's probably what I've been hoping and wishing for a long time is happening right now.
Dum, dum, dum.
Ooh, quite eager. Yes, well, I mean, I would be as well if I knew that I had the next mid-space superstar on their doorstep. Right.
They, if you want to talk to them before opening the doors, I've put speakers in the cats' mouths. So you just have to come over here and push this button.
Right, this button.
Yes, but if you hold it down, then they can hear everything we say.
All right, everyone, I'm going to put us in speakerphone mode. Here we go. You're on speakerphone.
Hello then, yes, I take it you're well, can I come in?
Well, not so fast. What's the purpose of your call? Does it happen to be about my singing or some type of radio deal?
My employer is a very prominent and important person, and would very much like me to have a word with you about your recent doings.
Wow.
And more importantly, about your future.
Guys, I mean, I think this is about the radio deal. I think this could be about, oh, wait, sorry, I'm still on speakerphone. Yes,
Okay, can I just say for whoever's listening that he's pretending to hold a button and he really just messed that up in real life too. This is not fake.
I'm enough visually right now. Me, Daniel,
I saw
not
that
Z.
you didn't take
I've
your
got
finger
my
off the
finger
button.
on a button floating in midair.
And so you messed this up for real.
Also, I'm looking around my room as if I'm chatting to all of you, and of course, no one's here. That's the lengths we go to make this drama for you people.
The drama.
Right, yes, I mean, you can ignore that, or not. I mean, yes, so you're here, we're here as well. Cleo, save me.
Yeah, well, hi. If this is about the deal for the radio, my client,
Oh, yeah, I've got management.
this is not we're gonna need to discuss, like the costs and the output of the arrangement.
My employer, in fact, has sent me with a generous offer for all of you, in fact. Can I please come in?
Wait, you for the radio?
This is I guess a larger deal than the radio.
Oh my gloves! See, it's for Bobby's. I think we're gonna be on Bobby's.
We're going to be in the big time. Everyone, ready, party pose. Is everyone? Oh, sorry. Wait, one moment. Everyone, ready? Party pose. We're going
Okay, we gotta
to
do a good one because I think it's not
This
just
could
the
be-
radio.
But zip up or down.
Oh,
Down,
Boris,
down,
wait,
down.
show it down.
Okay.
Oh, Boris, it's quite nice. Okay, now show it up.
Okay, zip up.
Nah, down.
Oh, yeah, no,
Down, okay.
down, definitely down.
Down.
What about you, Trevor? Show us zip down or zip up?
Yeah, Trevor.
Look, I think I'll just keep the jacket open if it's all the same.
Oh, right, okay. Prude.
It's quite warm
Okay.
down here with all these spotlights.
What about you, Cleo? How do I look? How do you think? What are you feeling? What do I need to
I
change?
think you gotta you gotta puff up like when you're
Puff
full
up.
of air,
Yes.
like a
Puff.
giant bag of air, and
Okay,
and do one and like swirl a little bit,
Swirl.
like whip, wow,
Just
wow,
whip it round. Just whip it round a
Wow,
little
whip
bit.
it.
Yeah.
Whip-
Okay. I'll
just
whip,
like
I'll whip
whip.
it. Yes.
whip, yeah, whip, and then whoo,
Oh, like I'll lean and whip.
whip,
Lean and whip.
whip, whoo.
It's like that
Do
bend
like,
and
like
snap
that,
scene
like
from
that noise. Whoo,
the Legally Blonde. Ooh, okay.
whoo,
Who?
yeah.
Oh, and what about you?
Yeah.
What about you, Cleo? How are you?
I'm gonna curl my arm like this,
Oh, that's a very strong bicep there.
and then I'm gonna lean, but it looks good, but it don't feel good. That's how you know that it's right.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do things for style over comfort. That's what they say.
Yeah, I gotta make this look real big.
You're not
Make
going to
that
fall
look
over
real
like
small.
that, are you, Cleo?
I might.
Well, maybe that would be dramatic.
Maybe that would.
Ah, but who's going to open the door if we're all doing this?
I thought it was automatic. What have you been building this whole time?
Maybe if I rush over, push the button, and then quickly rush back to assume the pose. The doors might not be open enough for them to see.
Jordan ain't gonna open the door. Look
Boris,
at him. He's
let me
not
just
even
tell you
listening.
right now, if you
We haven't-
mess this up for all of us, this is on you.
It's our only chance to be on TV.
Well, I think we're going to get started on training Jordan to push the button for the future.
Yeah.
That's future talk, Boris. But for now,
Okay,
you ready for this? This is
I'm just-
this is the big time, Boris.
I'm going to go very fast.
All right.
Click. As the doors slide open, you see the Wraith standing there. As the doors open wide enough for her to step through, and with her, her sleek, willowy form, they'd only have to be about half open, she immediately starts stepping inside, pacing in, looking about the place. Oh yes, I love what you've done with the place. And look at you all there, aren't you spectacular?
Yeah, it's working. It's working.
Did you hear that? It's working. Okay.
It's working.
Hold pose.
Oh yes, and she struts around behind where you're assembled, posing, sort of forcing you all to choose whether or not you even follow her with your gaze or crane your looks. Trevor, for his part, completely breaks pose and just follows her with his head. My, what a cozy space you have down here, and why, I think it's a good thing that you did install that door, because I suspect you might have a few visitors coming up. You are quite the celebrities in mid-space now, it seems.
Oh, what do you mean celebrities already? I mean, we've barely made a splash.
You don't think you could be involved in all the things that you've been involved in without turning a few heads, did you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
That business in the
Nobody's-
Night City?
well, ain't nobody knowed us before.
Look, that was some of our best work, but I do think the songs we developed there could have been worked on a little bit more, and we've been practicing.
Well, I have it on rather good authority that you even managed to forge some sort of alliance between Dietz and the Resistance, his sworn enemies right now, some might say.
What kind of radio show do you got?
Oh, of course. Well, I guess I should truly introduce myself. My name is Elektra, and I work for, I work for a princess, Princess Zuzu. I'm sure you've had some dealings in the past, but let me make it very clear. I am not Dietz, nor do I work with that man. I am here to offer deals that the princess thinks should be given to those deserving. again, must make it perfectly clear, I am not here to cause any threats. I am unarmed.
Wait, so when does Zuzu start working in the radio business?
Z, I think maybe we got the wrong end of the stick on the radio front. I think this might have something more to do with midspace in general, and perhaps, well, you say you're unarmed, but I hope you understand that we do have to take some precautions.
Trevor, are you aiming a gun at our guest?
She works for Zuzu.
Yes, well, everyone works for Zuzu. I don't know if you noticed, but we also just recently worked for Zuzu.
Oh, heck, that's right. Do we steal? Or
No,
like...
we haven't...
Not anymore.
We haven't...
Okay, all right.
We haven't exactly been paying protection money, have we?
Well, we weren't gonna.
Okay, wait.
I don't want to.
Are you here for protection money?
Well, yes, on that front, speaking of protection money, perhaps I should go over exactly what the offer that Zuzu has been willing to make for you. For starters.
Yes. All right, yes.
Well, you needn't worry about any of that protection money. If you're going to accept the deal that Zuzu has to offer, you can consider yourselves under her protection, which, well, given the precarious nature of your location, it could be invaluable to you, I'm sure. And I know you've got a nice, thick, well-guarded door there, and very, very fierce it was indeed.
Oh, you hear that, Boris?
I think this cat, we didn't get to see when she first saw them. She probably was very frightened.
I can imagine she probably ran away the first time she saw the door.
But yes, protection from Zuzu at no cost whatsoever, indefinitely. If you were to abide by her terms, of course, this wonderful location that you've been squatting in.
I'm sorry, what?
Well,
What?
the deed to the land and the property and deed will all be handed over in your names from Zuzu. No questions asked. No rent required.
Wait, sorry. Now that I've realized you're not here from the radio, be completely frank, I'm feeling a bit deflated. Trevor, I'm glad you've got that gun drawn. Now, what are you doing talking about deed to the land?
Well, as you know, all of Midspace is owned by Zuzu, so
No.
you are technically, if we were to look at the
I'm
letter
sorry,
of the land.
but we just had a massive encounter where we helped Dietz over a part of land that was completely not owned by Zuzu. In fact, it's been contested by the revolutionaries and by the mushroom growth that was there owning it before. So, no, I am not one of these, and we are not one of these chumps who believe that everything here in Midspace is owned by Zuzu.
Why would you write on paper that you own a thing?
You're not standing on it, you don't own it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is. You set it up. And then...
Well, yes, but I'm sure you can understand that there are plenty of people that do see it our way, and, well, if you wanted to keep those voices quiet, it would make things go a lot smoother for you if you were to have it on paper.
Cleo.
Send them up here.
Trust me, you do want things to run smoothly here in Midspace, especially now that, well, there's no easy way of putting it. My colleague Dietz has publicly announced your location.
Oh.
One moment.
I'll head over to an interface,
Oh my god.
log into the local interwebs of Midspace to check this announcement.
Okay. On Midspace?
And you
MySpace.
guys are all
Midspace.
over the place. You
Thomas
guys
and
are
friends.
all over the place. There's lots of things talking about. There's photos, like a blurry photo of Cleo in the middle of a fight, and there's just photos talking about how, like, these newest hot shots in town all wear Keen wears. There's an interview with Keen there involved, referring to you as the bastards, saying that you
Holy
have
heck.
a secret base somewhere, and then the article goes on to describe exactly where that secret base is, as there's been fresh info. All of these strands, Z can eventually follow them back to an anonymous social media post, just full on doxing all of you. It's got names: Z, Cleo, the bastards, expressing that you were involved in the impressive battle and the elimination of the cult down in the Night City.
Z immediately feels incredibly let down because this isn't a radio deal. And on top of that, now discovering that we have had our private space shared amongst others. I mean, look, in the last episode, we realized that Z would never even touch Cleo's gun collection because that's Cleo's gun collection. So having your private collection or your space kind of shared like that is something that Z does not like at all.
Gross.
Especially coming from a collective and now like trying to live in an individualistic life, I guess. So Z is going to try and reach out with telepathy immediately to try and threaten this diplomat.
Give me a roll.
I'm going to roll it. 14.
Alrighty. Let me just roll a little thing here. I've only rolled
9.
a 9. So tell me about your threat.
Z goes from being excited about a record deal and radio to immediately discovering that everything that we've worked for has been shared, everything about our stealth mission, which I know listeners may be kind of shocked to hear, but we take stealth very seriously. Take it very seriously. And so, so discovering that all of these things have just been crumbled in an instant, Z is going instantly angry and is just turning their mind just onto this diplomat or this emissary and is threatening immediately.
So her total composure is very suddenly kind of shattered by this sudden psychic attack. She tries to throw up a psychic shield. You can tell that she is telepathic, at least to some point.
Oh, shit.
But she sort of like takes a step back and like gives Z a kind of a shocked, horrified look before taking a little breath and composing herself again, looking very calm and collected once more. Oh, yes, I do understand that this is not an ideal situation. I can guarantee you that Dietz did not operate under any direct instruction from Zuzu when he did what he did. He is in
Let
fact...
me tell you now, if one of us were to operate outside of us, then all of us would show up and defend that person to the last.
Well, I'm afraid
so
that's...
I do not accept your apology.
Ah, yes, well, I'm afraid that isn't how things work over at Zuzu's place. No, me and Dietz do not always see eye to eye, and perhaps given the animosity he feels towards you and yours, surely this is something we could come to some sort of common agreement about.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, it really makes my ass itch.
Yes.
You know, because you came in here in our house and told us, kind of in a weird way, that we should be friendly because of something that happened that you say you didn't do, but boy, you sure wielded it at us like a sharp, like a hurt.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I must apologize for the opportunistic nature of my timing. I'm sure it does seem somewhat suspicious, but you must understand Zuzu wanted to get in ahead of this before all the other people come at your door, supporters and enemies both. During all this, Trevor has been keeping his gun trained on Alethea and backing towards the door. And at this point, he taps the button and the door slides shut, giving you all just a knowing nod, standing between your guest and the exit.
That is such Trevor energy. Just like fucking... He's a Zargian, of course. He fucking does not like being fucking bullied.
Here we go.
As I said, as I arrived, I am unarmed and I am not here to threaten any of you. I simply want to give you, take it or leave it, the deal that Zuzu has put forth. May I continue?
I mean, you better.
Very well. So, in addition to protection, absolutely free of charge, the deed to this land, whether or not you think you need it, it certainly mean that Zuzu would never dispute your claims. She would never be able to take it back. And furthermore, all she requests in return from you is that you keep totally neutral. Keep your hands out of the upcoming conflict in the Night City. Something I'm sure you would prefer to do regardless.
What are you talking about? Upcoming conflict in the Night City? We just worked with Dietz. We just helped Dietz save the Night City from an infectious and omnipotent evil that was infecting all of the Night City. We just saved that place.
Well, yes. You don't think Dietz wanted to save it for Shannon and his people, though, do you? Dietz saved it for himself.
Oh, you said Zeets. Could you say Dietz?
Oh.
No.
But you don't think Dietz saved the Night City for Shannon and his people to take it over, do you? No, Dietz.
You just said Zeets again.
No, Dietz. Dietz has done it for himself and for Zuzu. What do you think is going to happen next?
What's going to happen next is that we will open this door, if we are feeling gracious, and you will leave, and you will not return. You come here offering us your pardon, you offering us your terms. We have just spilt our blood for you, and you repay us by putting out our location, our home, and our details on the entire Midspace network.
I assure you, our intentions only are to maintain that special relationship that was established in the prior conflict. We simply wish to express that we would very much prefer that you do not, in any way, join the side of the revolutionaries, because they are a losing force. I have to tell you that we are the superior army, and really you don't want to get caught in the middle at all. Zuzu doesn't ask for you to fight with us again. She simply asks that you do not fight at all.
Cleo, Boris, Trevor, I remember us being asked to help Zuzu's mercenary force against another.
Yeah, I seem to recall that too, Z. I provide quite a lot of cover fire for Zuzu's people, in fact.
Yes, and don't forget the train. I probably saved the day, really.
Yeah, and if it weren't for Cleo's bear claw in the end, then I think, well, I don't know if you are the primary force.
Yeah, kind of feels like.
There's nothing to be lost. There's nothing to be gained, certainly by turning down this offer. Zuzu only offers gifts and asks nothing in return. And what about you, Cleo? Dr. Z here has been doing a lot of talking for the both of you, but what are your feelings on the generous offer that Zuzu is putting out here?
Well, don't grease it. I don't think we need to spin pleasantries about it. Now, I think that what you're talking about is weird, and I wish that you had brought a covered dish. Because this is a new house. But you did not.
She looks down at the floor for a second there, like you can see almost like just like a little twitch in her eye, like cursing herself. Like she had done her research and she kind of fucked up, because she could have come with gifts. It would have been so easy to do.
Remember when we dealt with Dietz? We said you have to sign a contract with food.
Yeah,
you have to have a meal.
Well, isn't Ilithia a wraith?
Yeah,
she is.
They know about gifts.
They know about gifts.
Yeah, she should have known better.
This is a parallel between our cultures.
Yeah.
This.
And she fucked it up. She's been hanging out on Midspace for too long.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, I don't know how I'm supposed to maneuver forward like this without a gift. It's just... Well, I think you can see that we are upset.
It's very, very funny that you should ask that. I was just about to say there is one other thing. It was a little too large, of course, to have it delivered. I didn't want it to arrive before me. It might have been confusing. So, that will be coming within the day, of course. A very, very large and well, you'll just have to see it.
Well, in that case, I think that you can understand that we will need to postpone the official decision.
What the bloody heck? Cleo, the postpone the decision. What are you talking about?
Say.
You know what? I've seen enough. Have your chat with this fake radio presenter. I will be in my room.
Z, I think she...
No, it's all right, Z. Go to your room. I understand.
Bloody coming in here and telling us how we bloody don't want to.
I know that Z's quite upset right now, but we're in agreement, right? That it would be useful, at least, to not have Zuzu as an enemy just yet.
And I would have taken that radio deal as well if it had come. Just want everyone to know that.
Am I talking to Trevor right now?
Yeah.
Is this secret?
Sort of semi-secret,
Or
I
is
guess.
Trevor talking in front of Alithia?
He is talking in front of her, but he is going a bit hushed, like.
Okay. Can
like
she
it's
hear
not
him?
secret, but I think Trevor's like no nonsense. He doesn't give a fuck about the politics. He just gives
Trevor,
a fuck
Jesus
about
Christ.
the transaction.
And Cleo is just gonna side-eye him and be like, yeah. But she's gonna look at Alithia and just...
Now, you can see that my associate is just... It's gonna be days, to be honest. But I think we should have a meeting after that.
With Zuzu herself, you mean? I can arrange that.
Well, I mean, you can just come back, can't you? You know where we live now. Now that it's on the damn web.
She gives like a big, wide smile at you, like sort of like a knowing look with like sort of wide eyes, like, yes, perhaps it would be better if we dealt directly rather than bringing Zuzu into it. I can see that, well, that meeting might not go as smoothly if you and I were to just be in charge of these arrangements, don't you think?
I do think. But now make sure that gift gets here.
Oh, it certainly will.
That's great. Now, here's a door. Now,
if I
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yep.
if I might give a small spot of advice, in these days in which you are deciding about what position it is you're going to take, I would highly recommend that you do not do any further dealings with Shannon and his revolutionaries, or that little group that call themselves the 21. I would stay a wide berth from them as well for now, if I were you.
Well, we ain't never met them, so I don't know what you're talking about, but here is a door, and I'm pressing the button now. Bye.
Okay, well, the gift will... my people will...
Door shut.
That's it. That's it.
And
That's
as
it.
the door closes shut behind them, Trevor sort of like lets out an exhale and like lowers his gun and holsters it. Well, that went okay, I guess.
Well, we're just buying time.
Well, it's quite a big offer. Why would they give us so much for... You know what I think it is?
What?
Zuzu's scared of us.
Well,
I don't know why. I don't know if it's our military force or...
what do you mean you don't know why?
Well, maybe it's something more to do with... I mean, she said something about supporters and enemies coming into our doors. Do we have fans now? Do you think, like, maybe if we were to pick a side, that would actually mean something now?
What?
Well, if we have influence, we do have to use it responsibly, Cleo.
What in the heck, dang? Are you talking about Trevor always making some kind of noise?
Okay, maybe Z might be able to explain this better. It's...
Well, we gotta go wake up Z and tell him we're about to lie.
Meanwhile, in Z's room, a rather small, squared-off partition, mostly dedicated to shelving. Some of his collections from the ship have been transferred into the new room now,
That's the
but there's
best way you've
plenty
ever
of-
described a cupboard.
There's plenty of space for further expansion. But Z's not here to look at his collections.
Bloody think they can come in here and tell us what to do. They come in here offering truces of radio deals and singing and how brilliant we are, and then telling us that they'll make everything happen. Oh, everything will happen. Well, I'll show you what everything can happen. Call.
Z2, LOL. Hello.
Z1. No, you're Z2, I'm Z1. Oh, I'm already I'm flustered. I'm flustered, as you can tell. No, stop with the LOLs. where are you?
What do you mean?
What system are you in? What planet? What rock? What ship?
I'm
Where
on
in the
New Terra,
universe are you?
Z. I've never left New Terra. LOLOL.
Well, I need you here in midspace.
Midspace?
Yes. I need to launch a campaign.
Why do I need to be in midspace to launch a campaign in midspace, LOL?
You need to know the local people, you need to know the area, you need to know the target audience.
Oh. What sort of campaign, Z?
I've just had our home revealed to the entire world. Is there any way you can cover this up? Is there any way you can delete this from the records?
How viral has it gone, LOL?
You tell me.
Z, I'm across the galaxy. I can't see midspace networks.
Okay, can I share a network with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patch them in.
Do I need to do a hacking roll for it?
Yeah, give me a hacking roll, because you've got to like...
It's a 14.
You've got to funnel information to him. He can't browse it, so you've got to like... Look at this! Wow, this is big.
But of course it's big, it's a great home. Brilliant, we've been bloody furnishing it for a week.
Okay, we're getting the Z-twins back together. LOL.
Let's slow down on these Z-twins being back together.
But
right?
Z,
Just...
Z2,
Yes.
I can't come to midspace.
No, you're Z2.
What? I can't come to midspace either. As Z1.
Bloody... What's happening?
I can't leave New Terra.
Right, can you help me from there? I need to delete our location from this midspace web.
Okay, well, I'll send you some schematics. You're going to have to do some hardware work for me to be able to do anything on midspace, LOL. But I hacked New Terran ships for you, Z. I can do anything.
Alright, send over those schematics, we'll start building them. Until then, please keep your mouth shut. I can't have the whole bloody world knowing where my collection is or where we are that we live.
Okay, but Z,
Yes,
a lot
Z.
of people have already seen these.
Okay, then give me a list of everyone that's seen it and I'll go and deal to them personally. I am furious, Z. We cannot have our home being shared to everyone.
I can give you the list now, but it's very long, LOL. I don't think you can... there you go, there's 20,000 names.
20,000? Oh, bloody heck.
Hey! Zay!
Yes, Cleo.
Zay!
Z, we're out here. She's gone.
Yes, come in. Just chatting with Z.
Zay, can we come in?
Cleo like shoves her nose in the door like when you're in the bathroom and a big dog tries to get in.
Look, Trevor, there's plenty of room. Get in that corner. It's all right. Yes.
All right, but I just don't want to knock anything off the shelves again.
Come on, don't knock anything off the shelves there.
My cloak's kind of... Oh, okay.
Z, you remember Cleo? You remember Trevor?
Ha!
LOL.
Oh, it's the baby. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, all right. Now listen, she's gone.
Right, all right. You hear that then, Z?
Who's gone, LOL?
The lady was here.
Yes, well,
Z's
the lady
got
was...
a girlfriend.
Yeah, well, not yet is the thing. They
See?
are not girlfriends
No,
yet.
we are not girlfriend or boyfriend or friends. Not even friends
I don't
at
know
all.
if they will get. They might get there later. You know how sometimes when two people really hate each other a lot, and then that's always how you can tell that soon
Cleo,
they're going to be
what were you
boyfriends.
doing talking to them about accepting some deals? They gave away
Say,
our location.
I was lying.
What?
I was lying.
Trevor, did you know this?
Well, that she was lying. Didn't Cleo lie most of the time?
Yeah.
Yes,
Eat
but
hot
Cleo-
chip and lie.
Wait, did everyone know that Cleo was lying back there?
I didn't know she was lying, but...
Boris.
Boris?
That's all right,
Cleo-
Boris.
Cleo, is Trevor telling the truth that you are lying all of the time?
Well, it's you know what? It's actually
You said the other day that you thought my hair looked alright parted
Wait.
this way.
Boris, that was real. What Trevor is talking about is when we, as a group, talk to dangerous outsiders, like the lady.
Okay.
I ain't never told the truth to a cop. So,
All right, so that if Cleo was lying, then Trevor, you would lie. What the bloody heck is happening?
Look, they're offering us free stuff.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is not get involved in a war, which personally I want to do anyway.
But we will. Just secret.
Alright, Z, you hearing all of this?
Yes, LOL. You've started another war.
No, we've not started another war.
Nah,
They've
this
started
one's
another
somebody
war.
else's. This is
What if
somebody
you-
else's
you,
war.
you install that device, see, and I can do whatever propaganda your war needs. LOL.
Oh, see, now that's nice. That's real nice.
Alright, we'll be in touch then, Z. Until then, please keep this to yourself.
Who would I tell?
Yeah, you might want to keep that buried.
Alright.
Cut the transmission to Z.
Yep.
Okay, that
Well-
little synth is pretty clever, but I don't think that's gonna help in this situation.
Well, I was angry, Trevor. I was angry, and I thought you were all telling the truth, and I reached out to whoever I thought was there.
Well, we might still be able to use that.
Okay, what I was trying to explain to Cleo before is she kind of let something slip, I think. She said
What?
they wanted to get in before the hordes of fans and enemies came knocking at the door.
I don't think
You
that
telling
part
me-
was important.
Wait, Trevor, say the first part of that line again.
She said that they wanted to get here before the fans and enemies started arriving at our door.
Wait, Trevor, are you saying that we've got fans out there?
Well, you saw the news? Everyone's talking about us.
There was good
Pull up.
news.
Pull up the news.
Hold on,
Cover
let's
across
have a
all
look at
screens.
this.
See, I'd say, that one there says we're a menace and that we're with the revolutionaries, but that one
Yeah,
over
but-
there is just talking about how cool we look in Keenware and how it's the next big thing.
This one here says that, jelly has, gone up in price by, 2%. Wow, that's,
Oh, commodities.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't think they want us to stay out of the war because we would sway the war with our firepower. I think they want us to stay out of the war because we might sway it with influence.
Heck. People
You
like us?
Are you telling us, Trevor, that we may have gotten a radio deal after all?
Well, I guess in a roundabout way, yes, see. I mean, if you were to put out a song now, people would have to at least check it out.
Oh my god, oh my days.
Are they
oh
about
my-
to start a
Oh
podcast?
my days. Right. Okay, so. Boris.
Okay, see, I do play a little bit of keyboard, but
How
Just
much
a-
keyboard?
just a little bit.
Alright, a little bit's all we need.
I learned it at school.
Alright, yes, this is brilliant. Clearly, people are talking about us, but, wait. Boris, can you pull up that camera from the front door?
Yes, hang on, let's just... we have at least one screen. There we go.
And you get just a view of the dimly lit corridor, the glowing eyes of the cats and the stars and moons lighting the corridor facing away out, with the twin train tracks vanishing off towards the exit.
Oh, would you look at that? No one. Not one person. We're fine for now. Oh, Z scared me that they told me that our location had been shared to, tens of thousands of people.
Well, it's pretty difficult to get there. We had to come in a ship. I'm not sure how Alethea did it, but he must have had one as well.
Okay, well, we have a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, until someone gets it together to come round on their own starship.
Well, I mean, we did up the door real good, so
Yeah.
it's not like they could just open it.
Cleo, if you wanted to get through that door, how long do you think it would take you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even open it. I would just roll
Yes,
one of these.
You just plant an explosive in front of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is, if anyone comes here with ill intentions, we are not defended.
Wait, you said that Keen had been giving interviews. Let's call Keen, let's call Randy, see what the word is uptown.
All right, well, who's Keen? Keen gave you the number, right?
Yeah,
pull
hold on.
Pull out some. This is, no, that's pizza token. No, that's, taco token. That's tentacle token. That is just a receipt. Okay.
Hold on. I've been storing a few things.
You've been storing them, Cleo?
Yeah, I got a couple of hold on, I'll go get it.
Cleo's gonna come back with just like a giant bag. Like a kind of like a trash bag. Or like
Nice.
a mail sack.
Didn't anybody think to save it in their communicator?
And she's just gonna dump that in the floor of Z's room.
Oh, look, it's here somewhere.
Here's everything I got. Here's everything I got.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Okay, this is good. This is good bookkeeping. Look at this. But, Trevor, this is... Stop complaining. This is how it's done.
Oh wait, is that a tentacle?
You know what? Yeah, that is clear. Look,
I don't
there
know
you
how old that is, but it's probably
go.
still
looks
good.
fine, looks fine.
Probably still
And-
good.
And that is how it's done. Trevor, look. Right next to the tentacle, Keen's card. There
I
we
knew
go.
it. I knew
All right, well, let's just save his number this time.
we did. Right there, forever on that
Dial
little...
key.
My friends! Fantastic news! I take it you've seen.
Hi,
Yeah,
Ah.
we've seen. Keen.
We are trending.
what's that?
It means, Cleo, that everybody is talking about Keen, and everybody is talking about the two of you.
Like in a good way, or...
Oh, it doesn't matter, Cleo. It's all good.
Well,
They might say something bad, but they're saying it about us publicly to everybody. It can only be good. There's no such thing as bad publicity, Cleo. I won't hear a thing about that.
okay, but people found out where we live, Kane.
Yes, Keen, have you been sharing where we live?
Most certainly, I don't even know where you live. Well, that's not entirely true. I now do know where you live, but I didn't know where you lived yesterday.
Keen, how much of a deal is this for us up top?
Well, depends what you want to do with it. We could certainly do a Mark II on those outfits, perhaps, eh? Get you in the spotlight.
You think that would
I
help?
am all for the spotlight, but not when it means that our home is being shared.
Well, yes, about that. But what about going to Zuzu?
That's why this happened.
They're the bloody ones that shared our address.
Well, yes, but they're the only ones that can protect your address as well.
Well, it's too late. They can't untell it. They done already told it.
Exactly, my friends. There's no point worrying about what has happened. No, what we need to work out is how we can capitalize on it now that it has.
All right, well, do you know how to do that?
Cleo, I'm glad you asked that. I know exactly how I can make lots of money from what's just happened. But I think the real question is, what are you going to do?
Shit.
Do you think we need to call the revolutionaries?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Maybe we should figure this out. So I was thinking that like Cleo told her to come back to have the conversation again
Mm-hmm.
because she has offended us, and so we're
Yeah.
not ready to talk.
Z left the room.
Right. And that's her fault because
Yeah.
of the gift. And
Yeah.
so we now have a minute to think about this
Exactly,
because she's
yeah.
gone. She's going to come back. And like, I think probably Cleo thinks we're just going to be like, sure, whatever you say. And then really we're going to like do whatever we want, which means that we could tip off the revolutionaries maybe, and then like help them in a covert way. So that we still get to have like all these nice things.
See,
Because we still care about ourselves. We're not fucking paladins.
I think like if Z's home wasn't like if the house wasn't given up, I think I would side with like the power being on and like the establishment type thing.
Okay.
You know, like because I don't want the Night City to win because then the Night City, then everything, the whole station will become the Night City. You know, like Shannon is
wait,
like
maybe I'm misinterpreting this. I thought that she was just going to go in there and bother them, not that they were equally like. I didn't really see this as a like battle for mid space.
this is a battle for mid space, right? So like
This is a battle for mid-space, yeah. I mean, you guys don't know the sort of how big it's going to be yet or who's involved. Because
I
I was
like,
kind of
she's
picturing
kind
it
of
being
trying to
like
keep it
either
from you a
she's
little
going to
bit.
take their bit of land or things will stay the same.
This is like that point in a video game where you get to make an actual meaningful choice between two factions.
That's how I was thinking about it. Yeah, because I don't
Okay.
like Shannon's cool and all, but like they can't lead an entire fucking station.
Okay.
Whereas like I think Z knows that Zuzu can lead an entire station, and Deets is the correct type of muscle that can lead an entire station, especially if it's going to be a lawless one like Midspace.
But they're shitty to us.
But they were just shitty to us, and Z is just pissed
And they're
off that they
always
were shitty
shitty
to
to
us.
us.
Exactly. And so, like, Z's just being a selfish fucking, like, entitled twerp at the moment, you know? Like, but,
Well-
like, I don't think, like, the revolutionaries have the correct answer, you know, because their answer...
We don't really know much about them, to be
no,
honest.
but if Shannon's in charge, then, like, it's not, you know...
And you've
it's-
kind of been tipped off to the fact that they must be teaming up with the 21 as well.
And the
who
21
we
are
also
led by,
don't know shit about.
led by a cat, though, so...
But they did just steal something good. Who knows what?
Well, we don't feel bad about that. Everybody
Yeah.
here, everybody in this little circle is a thief.
Exactly, yeah.
We are thieves. Zuzu is a thief. She stole Midspace from somebody else. Deets is some kind of thief. The 21 are thieves. The revolutionaries are thieves. We're all stealing something from somebody. Everybody's selling something. Like, nobody's a good guy. Hey. Hey.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey.
yeah, yeah.
Dan,
Yes.
do you want to hear something cool?
I want to hear something cool.
Dick.
Yeah.
Dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Dick.
Do you want to hear something cool?
You want to hear
I
something cool?
want
Do you
to
want to hear something cool?
I want to hear something cool.
Well, it's
Coolness
called
of my
sidearm.
Oh,
It's called
there we go.
sidearm.
Yeah, that was the coolness that I
Yeah.
needed to hear. That's the cool stuff.
It's called sidearm, and we do these. We do the sidearms.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can only hear them
Why? What? How?
if you're a patron.
Oh, of course. Yes. Yeah. Makes sense.
They're
makes sense.
secret. They're secret. What do we talk about? What's the last one we did? What was it even about?
Paris Hilton's giraffe.
Lasagna pizza, baby.
Pizza
Yeah.
baby.
Yes.
Maybe not pizzas, but lasagna, baby.
Yeah,
pizza.
that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
It was in there, and we talk about it. We talk about it so hard. And if you want to know what we said,
That's a lot.
So
It's a
anyway,
lot.
way to find out. Head over there if you want. And if you don't, enjoy the rest of the episode.
If you don't want to hit it, I don't know. If you want to hit it, here we go.
it's pretty cool, though. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Boris,
Ghelfi,
is the train operational?
the battle train is fighting fit again.
Right. I would like to present that we go back to the last scene with a fight with the one true leader, and we try to meet up with the revolutionaries and discuss what we've been presented with.
Ah.
You mean tell him?
We'll see at least what's going on. I mean, we've only heard Zuzu's side of things after all.
You think they'd give us a present, too?
We may get double presents, Cleo, but
Oh, hell.
I mean, I'm all for playing both sides, but we need to make sure we don't get seen. She did...
Trevor, we're not playing both sides. We're trying to get a fair understanding of what's going on. That's not playing
Yeah,
both
dang.
sides. That's playing it safe, playing it smart.
I only play one side. That's my one.
All right, well,
So,
stealth mission 2.0 then, I guess.
2.0. Shotgun.
See, there isn't really a... okay.
don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Okay, well, you have to go here next to me then.
Let
Everybody
him
in.
find out. Let him
Everyone-
find out.
Trevor, you gotta close that door. No, you have to do it by hand.
What are you talking about by hand? Where's the button?
No, just pull it closed.
What am I, a caveman? Why am I pulling my
Yeah.
door closed?
There isn't a button, Trevor. Just pull the door closed.
You really need to install a button for this.
No.
Alright, well,
Then it won't
how's
be a
everyone
train.
doing in the back?
well, I've got a seat back here, Z. You seem to be standing.
Yes, but I'm in the front, so it's good.
All right, everybody, hold on to your hats.
And as the bastard's battle train launches into action, slowly picking up speed, and then picking up a great deal of speed because, I mean, this still is like a crazy space electric train. It begins rocketing through the dark the dark halls. This is the first time you guys have actually really got to see this thing in action from the inside. And there's actually not a heck of a lot to see. Boris has installed some lights up the front. Through the front windows, you can see the walls going past. You can see the other track going in the other direction past you to one side. There's no real light in these tunnels, though, other than the light that you're providing. So it's just a of things whizzing past. Every now and then, the armored front of the train that Boris has set up just smashes detritus out of the way.
Holy heck.
You're actually sort of building up like a big pile of trash in front of you as you scrape your way through the tracks. But then it goes sort of, every time it builds up to a certain point, it flicks off to the side onto the other track.
Damn.
And after some while traveling, finally you see some light up ahead, and Boris pulls the train to a stop. It screeches and skids and stops just before the hole ahead of you.
There we go, still on the tracks. I've got it.
This, Boris, that hole ahead of us, is that going to be there for long?
Well, that's the hole that I made when in the battle there.
Ah, right. Are we going to be able to repair that at any point?
Well, I thought that Cheddar might do it for us, but he doesn't seem to have.
We'll bring it up in the oncoming meeting, Boris.
Yeah.
And how's everyone doing in the back there? I bet you're all steaming mad you didn't get shotgun.
Are you steaming mad, Cleo?
Ride! What a ride from back here in the dining car. Oh, I'm laying flat like a...
The dining car? What?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cleo's got a bowl of snacks here, didn't you see, Z?
Yep. And we've
been living in luxury.
Wait, what do you mean dining car?
Look at all this. Cushions.
Boris, why did you put the dining car at the back of the train?
That is where it belongs.
This is the driver's compartment there. It would hardly do for me to be sitting on a comfy cushioned chair and eating snacks when I've got an important job to be doing.
That's for working. Back here, it's
Boris,
for play.
what's the point of shotgun then?
Well, I don't think there is a point there. I think maybe you have played yourself.
What?
Oh my god.
So everyone's just been letting... Oh, I'm going to rewrite the rules of shotgun as soon as this meeting's done.
Train ain't like a shotgun. Train is like a sword. All the diamonds are in the bag. Yep.
I guess that made some sort of sense.
Well, it does. If you ever seen a picture of one in a read-in receptacle, then you would understand.
Anyway.
Harry showed me one.
I think chances are pretty good that Dietz doesn't have any people down here, right? So
I love that Taylor said that line and then went, and then like leant away as if you'd actually made like some sassy fucking line. It was so good. Visually, no one got to see this, but Taylor just like said that line and then leant away from Mike as if like, yeah.
Snap, snap.
It was so good.
Snap, snap, baby. I have seen the internet. Ha! So here we are.
Yeah.
And Shannon
down in the night city
has not cleaned up shit.
Step out off the train and into the cavernous undergrowth of the night city.
So as you step out of your train tunnel and sort of back into there's a sort of a soggy, swampy, partially drained out pond that the One True Leader had been living in. And this battle site, as it now is, that once was the encampment, the compound of the cultists, looks a lot different now. Not only have a lot of the buildings been smashed down from the fight, but all the mushrooms are gone. And that green, airy glow has been replaced by just a dull light coming from the downtown, up above on the cliff, and from just flickering red glows of fires in some of the neighboring buildings.
I hate it.
Boris, are you sure this is the correct spot?
Yes, see, the tracks lead through a hole, and there's a hole.
Do we have any way of reaching in contact with this? He said he'd see us, right?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I mean. I don't know, maybe just wave at some of the... There we go, a wave at some of the buildings.
All right,
Hello there.
Hello. Revolutionaries. Hello.
Boy, I hope nobody sees us.
Well, I don't know. Is it more embarrassing if there's no one watching, or more embarrassing if they see us?
Well, I mean, on account of Zuzu telling us don't ever talk to them.
Oh yes. I hope that none of them see us.
Maybe
but
that. Maybe that.
look, I think I see something up there.
What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
And as you look up at one of the buildings, you see a flickering spark from the top. As though something's
Spark?
descending, and then you hear the scraping noises of someone sliding down one of those buildings. And a shadowy figure drops into the ground, just around the corner from you. And then there's a moment of quiet. And then you hear the footsteps. And then one of the revolutionaries, in their full uniform, steps around the corner and sees the four of you.
Oh, hello there. If it isn't our friends from up top.
Yep.
What brings you all this way?
Do y'all know about, like a war or anything?
Yes. Have you heard rumors of war?
Oh, there's a war coming. Why, you want to join in? Shall
Well,
I go
mean,
get
like,
Shannon?
what- Jeez.
Why are you smiling about it?
Well, it's what we've been building to, my friends.
This whole time?
We're revolutionaries, ain't we?
I mean, I guess.
How do you think we're gonna change what's happening without a war against Zuzu? It's been a long time coming.
How long
Yeah,
exactly?
All right.
Well, some of the people here, they from the time before Zuzu.
They remember that?
Yeah, plenty of people remember that.
Is this worse?
Depends who you ask.
What do they say?
Some of the people down here, they can't go back up there, so for them, I'd say it probably is damn well worse. Someone like me, well, I just don't like her.
Right.
Oh, it's so nebulous. Oh.
Shit. This is making it hard because now I'm like, shit, that's bad. That's really bad.
I know
'Cause,
that's not the fucking good or evil that you're looking for. That's just like a fucking, hey, there's some more gray zone. Let me just paint all of what you thought with gray.
Dang. Cause like we'd want them to be able to go wherever they want. That's a pretty fair ask.
Yeah, but look, the other thing is, Zuzu may have taken over and they may have been fucking like huge, like corrupted assholes who were like destroying people's lives. And when she took over, she thought she was helping everyone by getting rid of them. And now they're down here wanting to get things back to the way they were because they were corrupted pieces of shit. We can't know the answers to who's the corrupted piece of shit.
I guess so. Fuck.
We're here to see Shannon.
All right, now, well, let me just get him on the line, and yo, just sit back. Yep. Yes, yeah, Cleo and Z, yeah. No, the train
and Boris
tunnel.
And Trevor.
Yeah, the train. Yeah, of course. All right. He ain't far away. Would you want a drink?
I'll take a drink.
Yeah.
Are you taking a drink?
Well, I'm taking a drink if I'm gonna sit here waiting. I see some stumps over there.
And he
Clearly.
I'll have a drink.
struts on
Let's
over,
take a drink. And of course we have a cheap drink.
kicks some trash and ash off an old stump, sits down on it, takes the rifle off his back, lays it down, leaning it over his lap, and then reaches around, and then you realize that what looked like grenades and tactical gear is actually two huge bottles dangling off the belt.
Love this person. That is fucking great. That is some
And he-
Baron DeBort shit right there.
He passes one to the right over to Trevor, and then opens the other, taking a big
I cannot describe how much I love
glug
this person. This is fucking great.
before handing that one to Cleo.
Oh. Wow, that's pretty good stuff. Heck. Hold on, let me just...
It is sort of quite a heavy, thick booze.
That's
Kind
nice.
of schnapps-esque.
What's in there?
Yes, well, we got one of them, how you call it, well, you know, there's a machine the boys got, and we take some of them funny old mushrooms, and we put them in there. Gets real sweet.
Oh, Cleo just gonna pass it.
Okay, Cleo. Don't mind if I do.
I have
Are
a
these-
little glug myself.
Are these the mushrooms that we met?
Oh, you mean the glowing ones in the fire? Oh, don't you worry about that. There's many kinds of mushrooms down here. Now, these are the black ones.
Oh, the black ones. Okay.
Taste good if you fry them up. Taste even better if you turn them into booze, if you ask me.
Well, heck. See, I thought these was the glowing ones, and I was real worried, but these is fine.
No, look, tastes
Drink
alright.
up.
Pass it back to Cleo.
Cleo's gonna hit it again, because what could go wrong?
So, I mean, it's alcoholic. It's pretty strong, but it doesn't seem to have any additional nasty properties. So as the four of you and your new drinking companion find little places to sit and have a drink for a while, it takes a little while. There's a good few minutes pass
Oh,
until finally.
Can I do a sneaky telepathy?
Of course.
I want to read the room. I don't want to do anything intrusive or I'm not trying to control anyone's thoughts or anything. I just want to read maybe surface and just under the surface level thoughts.
Yeah, you want to see what's going on.
Just want to read the vibe.
Vibe check.
23. This is a
23.
vibe check. 23.
So you get in on a vibe
it's
check.
cone.
I can tell you all about it.
Knobs. It has the juice.
It has the juice. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
So Z's rolled a 23. So sort of just sifting into really without leaving any sort of trace that he's been there, telepathically sifting into the thoughts of this revolutionary. He can see that there's a great deal of excitement about the upcoming conflict. You get the impression that certain elements within the group of revolutionaries have really been looking for a chance to stick it to Zuzu and the powers that be, because they have, for various reasons, like if they've just had a hard time on mid-space for the most part.
Yeah.
People that have just run afoul of Zuzu, often through their own fault, but ultimately they were still treated very harshly. There's very little love for Dietz in particular. And the reason they're excited is because their timeline has stepped up quite severely. They have got some new allies. And this revolutionary doesn't know a lot about it. He knows that there's a gang of thieves who have got a secret weapon for them.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that there's someone from the old administration, someone from the time before Zuzu, who has really stepped things up and brought a lot of technology and equipment to the fight. This person, as far as the revolutionary knows, has only ever heard them referred to as the captain.
Okay, so that's what I have read from my little surface scan. All right, I mean, nothing to share then, nothing to write home about yet. More worried in case there was something that made me feel like we all needed to jump on the train and get out of here. But
there's no
we're
immediate danger
comfortable.
to yourselves that you know of. There doesn't seem to be any particular designs on you.
So as raising the drink to my lips, or what the jelly equivalent of lips and absorbing. I look to this revolutionary and say,
Why so excited? Why are you so enthusiastic about this upcoming war? We just all survived, and you're so keen to throw your life away already.
Oh, I gotta thank you for that. In fact, I was one of the ones under the thrall of that red beast. So, well, let's drink to that, eh? Free at last. We'll be even more free once we put a blaster between the eyes of that Dietz.
And so if Dietz was gone, who would be next?
Who's gonna be in charge next, you think? Well, I put my money on Shannon, but,
Who would the blaster be aimed at next?
well, we gotta take them all out, friend. We can't leave none of them standing. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I hate how you tell stories. You're just constantly fucking tearing me between one direction and the other.
Cleo was just sitting there looking around like, shit. All right.
And so what is it that Zuzu has done to wrong you?
Well, I'll tell you what. That Dietz, he beat me and my friends up real good one time. I still got this. Yeah, he's tries to close a fist, and his hand only closes to like sort of a partial claw. You can see there's like a lot of scars running down that one hand. Stole one thing, you believe that? In mid-space of all places. I thought this is a good place for a thief to make an, well, honest living, but steal from the wrong person? Anyway, it's not just about me, it's about all of us. We're gonna take our station back. Gonna make it like it was before. It used to be great, you know. You see what I've just done?
I do. I see it. Now you really definitely don't want me to work with the fucking revolutionaries.
But you know that Shannon's a bit more decent, but like there's, you know, like there isn't necessarily an army of people with their hearts in the right place.
Oh my god, I'm so conflicted.
Let me ask you this. To the north of Pat's, there's a group of flats. And in that group of flats, there was an altercation where rent wasn't being paid. Who lives in those flats?
Oh, what are you talking about there? That's the slums. All kinds of people be living up there.
Yeah, I want to know exactly who.
Well, me for one. Hell, almost all of us down here lived in that part of town one time or another. It's the only place she'd let us have.
How'd you get down here?
Well, all kinds of ways. Me, I took one of these. He holds up the little slidey device.
Oh.
You don't need to have a starship to get down Night City. You can always go down. That's one thing mid-space is good for. A lot harder to go up.
Fuck.
Maybe all that's gonna change soon.
Oh my god, Dick.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
the
hard
thing, like,
because
their
I
hearts
kind of
are-
like it.
Their hearts are kind of in the right place, but also like, you know, like they're not necessarily good guys. Anyway, as you all pass the bottles around, have a drink, mull over the kind of bloodthirsty nature of this fellow's glee about the upcoming war, you suddenly hear the low hum of some sort of star vessel, some sort of ship, although you don't see any lights, so they're flying dark. And then you see just the flicker of the engines, of the ignition, as a ship, angular and painted black, none of its lights going, slides from between two buildings and lands slowly and softly with a quiet thud on the ground ahead of you. The door sliding open, finally some light from inside shining out as some silhouetted figures step out and start walking towards you. There's 5 of them. As they get closer, you recognize the person at the front as Channon. There are a couple other darks flanking him. And then walking much slower, but with sort of a quiet confidence, is another figure. And as they step in a little bit closer, you realize it's a very tall Terran woman. She's got a very severe flat top haircut.
Fuck, not another flat top haircut, fucking Terran woman.
And is wearing wearing a militaristic get-up.
Yeah, of course she is.
Not unlike that of the Terran military, although not containing any of their colors or insignias. She has a blaster pistol in her hand, just openly swinging at her side. She
Can I quickly,
spins on one
whisper
finger
to-
every now and then.
I want to lean back and whisper to Boris.
Boris,
Yes, they.
your time in customs. If she was walking towards you, what part of the military would you say she was working for?
Well, if they... Well, she's definitely an officer.
Is there anything else you can tell us based on just how she looks? She's clearly trying to hide her appearance with a different uniform, but we've seen that before.
Oh no, he definitely has origins in Terran military. Look at that
Boris.
weapon.
Boris, while we're chatting, I want you to figure it out. Figure out exactly where she comes from, who she's working for.
Okay, well, that's a TII-8000 there. That's that only gets out the officers. That's how I knew that much.
Boris. Secret squirrels.
Yes, okay, well.
You figure it out and you tell us after the conversation.
Yes, that's okay, the secret squirrels.
Good work, Boris.
And as they close in, I love what you just did then, by the way. And then
Because
they
he
close
would
in.
know. He would
Yeah?
know. He worked in customs. He's seen humans and aliens of all sorts come through. Like, he's gonna know.
Well, because you don't have Harry to tell you about these things anymore. but
Exactly,
Boris
yeah.
still got it.
Boris is fucking connected, you know?
As they close in, Shannon sort of gives you away. It's like,
Oh, hello then. I was wondering when you'd grace our doors once more. You've come at a bit of an awkward time, unless, of course, you want to sign up to the revolution.
Hand him the bottle immediately.
Catch up.
he sort of looks at it and sort of like raises his eyebrows towards the revolutionary still sat on the stump, who gives them a mock salute. So like shakes his head and has a very small sip before passing it back.
We really should be keeping our wits about us right now.
He gives a very pointed look at the revolutionary who's been keeping guard.
Oh no.
It is good to see you both. All four of you, I should say. I've heard rumours from up top. I gather this is not a purely social call. I've got to say, this first and foremost, it wasn't us. We don't have...
know.
Oh, okay.
We know it was Deeds.
Of course it was bloody Deeds.
Now, we bring a warning.
I'm listening.
They're planning moves, and we're being asked to keep out of it.
The Terran woman sidles up, having finally caught up slowly, still sort of like waving that pistol around, but although being very careful to never point it in the direction of any of you. As she steps right up and actually kind of leans on Shannon's arm, like, "And are you planning to stay out of things, or did you perhaps have designs to defy Zuzu?"
I don't know. So intense.
Well, I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, well, obviously we weren't gonna do what she wants.
I need Cleo's help here. I need some Cleo.
I'm just like not sure.
Because I'm trying to overthink everything. I need some fucking hard-hitting first reaction Cleo-ness.
Well, Cleo's, like swilling on a bottle of sweet stuff, sweet mushroom wine.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, I don't know what I want to do either.
I know.
Because, like, we weren't gonna do what Zuzu said.
But now that we're down here,
I mean,
and
you're
we're
here here fact-finding, really, aren't
We're
you?
fact-finding. We're here fact-finding. Yeah, that's true. We are here fact-finding.
Yeah, I guess.
We're here just trying to figure out if there is a side to pick. Because, as you said at the start, we know that they're coming back to meet with us to give us that gift.
Yeah.
So we know that we're going to have a second chat with them. So we're here to find out information.
Yeah.
So Shannon looks a little bit uneasily at the woman leaning on his arm. You can see, like, just even a flicker of fear in his eyes before he looks back at the two of you. He's like, "This is my new partner, the captain. I guess you should probably meet. She's going to be heavily involved in the way the revolutionaries are run forthcoming."
This right here might be the thing that scares me off. Well, Captain, obliged. But now, where are you from?
Well, where am I from? I've lived in midspace for the past 2 decades.
Okay. From midspace.
Well, I've spent a very large portion of my time in midspace down here, fostering a group of talented individuals, some might say. Prior to that, I had a very nice house uptown. You should see it sometime. I'm going to be taking it back.
What happened?
Her face goes dark and she sort of shoots you quite wild, crazy eyes. Zuzu, that's what happened.
She take your house?
She took everything.
You had more than a house? Heck.
Children, they don't know their history, do they? Listen, Bear, I had a lot of things up there. I had a very good life for myself, and I would very much like to take it back. Isn't that right, Shannon?
Yes, the captain. Yes.
Well, go on with your bad self. Heck. We got some nice things too, and now we're worried about them.
As right you should be. You know, it was Dietz. It was definitely Dietz.
Yes, we know it was Dietz. He hasn't exactly kept himself hidden from all of this, and I am still very upset about it, but we will get Dietz back.
You know why they've done it, though, don't you?
Go on.
It must be some sort of bargaining chip. Don't tell me they haven't offered you some sort of protection now that they're the ones that put you in danger.
We were hired to keep them protected.
And look how that turned out for you.
I'm sorry. Cleo, where was it in midspace that we lived? And where was it that you were hiding?
She sort of gives you a very dark look, one eye even twitching a little bit. The corners of her mouth also twitching until like a big smile builds on them, and not a very friendly or believable one.
And I'll step in a bit closer and say,
And when everything was happening down here, and help was needed, I don't remember seeing you.
Oh, very good. Very good, the both of you, yes. Well, I was here, and I was available, and perhaps you could have come to me had you known I was here.
Well, I don't know if that works the way you thought it would work, because, I mean, we all showed up. Even Dietz's raw ass showed up with his little people, and we did the thing that needed to be done, and, I just don't know that we had time to go find your door.
Well, regardless, Channon is very happy with the way things are going right now, aren't you, Channon? No, my help and my people are what's going to turn the tide in this war. This miniature revolution has finally turned into a real one. And you'd best think about what your part is going to be in the new midspace. You don't want to be backing the wrong horse.
I don't really want to back no horse. We just want to live in our cave and do our things and make our sauce. We ain't come here to back no horse. Unbelievable.
That's right, we came here as a point of politeness to you, Shannon. We'll be leaving now.
Okay, well, I do appreciate it, but please just, alright. Just don't get caught in the middle, okay?
Well, it does not feel like we were given a choice, does it?
Ta-ta! Give my regards to Zuzu. I'm sure she's looking forward to meeting me again.
Ick. I got so much ick.
You're gonna have to call her yourself, cause...
Would that be funny, Shannon? Oh, maybe I should. If anybody's got her number. Anyway, back on the ship then, coming, Shannon? Oh, and you people. Obviously, we can't stop you from coming down here, but just be aware that some of the people watching do have quite light trigger fingers and very long-range rifles. So just be very careful, wouldn't you? I would hate for anything to go wrong. I would feel absolutely terrible. I know how much you mean to Shannon, and but just keep yourselves safe. That's all anybody needs to do here on Midspace, isn't that right?
Well, that's a hell of a weird thing to say to a friend.
Alright then, Larky. See you later. Wait, sorry.
She gives you sort of like a little flash of annoyance. It's like, just the captain. Come along then, boys. Ta-ta. And as they all file into the stealth ship, the door closing behind, the revolutionary who met the two of you, scooping up the bottles and reattaching them to his belt before giving you a sad, dejected gasp, and then hightailing it into one of the buildings, clearly going to go all the way up the stairs.
Oh.
And you're left
Dang.
behind alone once again in the old destroyed encampment of the cult. And Boris is looking quite expectantly and excitedly at Dr. Z.
One moment, Boris. Shotgun!
Does that mean that you get one of the seats in the dining compartment, or that you're going to be up front with me again?
I think all of us are going to be up front with you again this time, Boris.
Oh, okay. So I should tell you my news while we're on our way.
Secret squirrels, Boris.
Okay. Everybody gets on board this train. We're just gonna go not to our secret hideout. We're just going for a train trip.
Boris, get on the bloody train!
Okay.
What
As
kind
you're-
of news could you possibly have?
You all get on board and close the door behind, Trevor doing so without even complaining. And Boris starts the train up once again, not even letting out a jubilant woo-woo, as the train begins to reverse its way and then back into a passageway, coming round. Boris has got all the tricks for changing the lines as you manage to do a turnaround and start finding your way back towards Bastard HQ. Before he finally, having the train sort of going on autopilot, turns around to face the rest of you.
The captain is definitely Terran military, or ex-Terran military.
What else could you figure out, Boris?
They definitely serve directly under the Emperor.
The Emperor?
Yes!
Great.
And how can you be sure of this, Boris? She wasn't exactly giving away signs while she was there, was she?
Okay, there was a few things. One of them, you see the way she looked at you when you mentioned Larky.
She fell for that trap then, Boris. You got it.
But yes, that's the thing. Admiral Larky, he's not a well-known person at all. The only reason you would know who Larky was would be if you were following the intimate details of the Empire. So that made me a little bit suspicious. But also, when she got really close, and I saw her face properly, I recognized her from a photograph.
A what?
And maybe I can find it.
You didn't bookmark that?
Okay, hang
You
on.
didn't take a screenshot? Heck.
Oh, okay, here we go. Look at this.
Boris holds up his device, and you see a whole series of pictures. There's one that he's hovering over, ready to load, which appears to be a bunch of Terrans in their white and gold military uniforms. You see the Emperor. You see this woman that you just met standing behind his shoulder. But your eyes are drawn to another photo. Another picture that shows the woman standing out front a manor house in mid-space. It has a newspaper article underneath it. And as Trevor rushes in and clicks on that one instead of the Imperial photo that Boris was leaning towards, you read the headline. Former Terran captain takes complete control of mid-space.
Oh, shit, she was the Zuzu.
And that's where we'll end the episode.
Holy fuck.
That was it right there.
That was fucking it.
That was it.
That was
was
it.
it.
Holy heck. Oh,
Dang.
we've come to the end of this bloody negotiation episode.
I'm in a pickle.
Oh, yes.
I'm in a pickle.
Taylor, I have no idea what to do.
I'm in a pickle. It's a big pickle.
Yep, it's a big pickle,
can't-
and we
Can't find a way out.
And we're not going to get a prize for fucking eating it.
Well,
either.
do you want yuck or yuck?
I got ick and I got
I'll
ick.
have some yuck.
I would love some yuck, but I just got ick.
Yeah, I have the ick.
Holy heck, Dickie. I don't know how you managed to take it from not wanting to help Zuzu to ending it with maybe Zuzu's the correct answer. I don't know anymore.
And I'm like penduluming. I'm penduluming because
Me
it's
too,
like
Taylor.
I don't love that. I
Hate
don't
them.
love this. I also don't love what's
Hate
going
it.
on with Shannon.
Yep.
Like this feels icky. And
Yes.
then like I feel bad for the guy that we just drank with who's literally like, we just want to be allowed to go walk up on the surface. And I'm like, shit, they're the
I
right
also
people
kind of
to
think
help.
that person probably just wants to fight as well. But
But that's the thing, like you can't know, right?
You can't.
And you know what? Here's the the kernel of difficulty in that
Yeah.
is that you're right. We don't know them, and they said something really aggressive and weird, but they also said something extremely sad that indicates like generations of trauma. And then they shared their drink with us that was beautiful and nice and good, and they told us how they made it.
So we
And I
met one good
wonder-
person.
But I wonder if they lived in a context that was not evil and twisted and weird and traumatic, if they would be this beautiful individual who derived joy from their craft, which is making the best brew in midspace.
Well, heck. I mean, maybe one day we get to go to a sauce judging competition. Best hot sauce in midspace.
Well, here's the
Cleo's
thing.
there with her best hot sauce made with Trevor.
I'm saying.
Midspace is full of just ordinary people who are decent, and you've been spending a lot of time with the people that are trying to kill one another and cause problems. But that's not everybody, and maybe,
Not by choice, Dickie. You somehow keep putting us in these situations.
but maybe just maybe, neither of these groups that you don't like are your people. Maybe
Well,
your
heck,
people are still out there to be found.
I am glad we have some time to think about it because I do need to be thinking and I need to figure out who to go to.
But that thing that Dick just said is going to stick in my brain for a while.
It is going to stick in my brain for a while. And I also want to say, I know that Z had a temper tantrum at the start of the episode. I'm sorry. But Z, me, oh my God, me, feeling a little bit there and lashed out.
I'm kind of curious about where our people might be.
I know. We're going to
And I wonder if we're going to find them.
We're going to have to think about that. Mr. DM Dick Dynamite, the pestilent and the pustulant. Was there anything that you didn't get to hit on? Was there something you did get to hit on? How did the episode go for you?
Okay, so my thoughts were either, in my mind, I was hoping at least, either you were going to go parlay with Zuzu or you were going to go parlay with Shannon. So I kind of had both eventualities kind of
We're
tucked,
never going to choose one.
tucked under my sleeve. Well, I mean,
We're gaming it. We're gaming it.
Taylor laughed immediately. Taylor was like, yeah, of course, we're never going to choose one.
well, you did choose to go and talk to one though, so I got to do like,
Okay, yeah.
I got to unveil that side of the story,
Yeah.
Like I don't expect you guys to side with, like dictators at all, like the bastards are anarchic at best,
Look, all I'm saying is that lady's going to come back with a gift, and that was the good thing that I did today.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get a gift.
I remember that time we gave a gift to that Wraith. That was fun
Yeah,
times.
so when she
I might go
comes
back and
back
listen to
with
that
a-
episode. That was fun.
When she comes back with a gift, that means we get to be like, this sucks. Now you have to be killed.
So you've got
Yeah.
you've got Alethea, named after the patron KO Alethea, by the way.
Thank you, Calithia. KO Alithia.
K.O. K.O.
KO
K.O.
Alithia.
That's kind of like a weird foreshadowing moment.
But we met Alethea.
We're gonna KO
So we got
Alethea.
at least like a bit of a sign that while there's like a sort of a conflicting, like there's multiple forces at play down in the Night City, there is also an internal conflict and multiple forces at play at Zuzu's house as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So,
That's going to make it a
so
lot
it is
easier
more
to
than
decide what
just
to do.
one side versus another side, isn't it? There are internal conflicts on both sides as well.
Glob damn it.
Not to mention the fact that you're building influence. You've got Z potentially coming in to like control the narrative on the airwaves. Got Keen more than willing to exploit your newfound fame for his own monetary gain.
So that means we have funding. The marketing is drumming up.
Yeah.
And now that we have some platform, people going to find us, baby.
Yeah. Oh, my. I mean, just the start of the episode, I felt so indignant and right about wanting to keep our house secret, and now everything just feels like it's on a knife's edge. It's crazy. DM Dick Dynamite, you do that magic so well. And now I want to just get back to another episode immediately. I'm going to be thinking about this all week while we get ready for the next recording.
We need to decide where you're going to go next.
Heck, Dickie. Heck.
But until then, I guess we just got to say thank you all to listening. Thank you all to listening. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head on over to wherever you hear this podcast. Give us a rating or a review or whatever give you the option to do, because it helps us grow. Consider the patron. If you've got spare space bucks that you want to spend on fancy fruit, but you want to give it to us instead, that would be nice.
Have you got any questions, comments, or you just want to hang out? Come see us on our Discord. All the details are in the show notes.
Heck yeah, they are.
So with that in mind, bye.
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 Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.
Oh, damn. Oh, why do we have to make such dramatic entrances and all the stairs? We gotta get some power into some of these elevators. Oh, damn, they drank all my booze. They drank all of it. Oh, damn.
Nice.
Well, excuse me.
Oh my god, Parter would love this place.
Stairs.
Parter would fucking love it.
He doesn't even know.
I don't know if
but
he'd fit in those stairwells though. He's not really a
No.
skyscraper climbing height.
Well, shit.
The reason he liked stairs is because he couldn't use them.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Always. You like what you
Dan's
can't
like,
have.
me too, baby.
Grass is
Me
greener.
too.